On May 9, at Grammar High School, one of the largest displays in human history would take place. This display of defiance would cost tens of dollars, take up minutes of the teacher's time, and result in one of the most blown-out proportion events in the school history. This event was all caused by a collection of posters that quickly appeared around the school in a mere week. These posters would inspire tens of people to take up arms against the leaders of Grammar High School. But all stories have their start, and ours starts 1 week earlier. Fateful May 4th Wednesday.
I remember being in here after school and I just saw Will walk in, and I knew what was coming, but not to the extent that it occurred. I was in the room just next door reading my favourite novel, Life Without Sex, and I saw him, and he walked up to the printer, and I knew what was coming. The new age. Protest of a century.
The first posters to go up were what we call the revolutionary variant. These were the first wave of posters, the first 20 that started it all.
When did you first see the posters go up?
Oh, and I'm not really sure, man. It was like in the house. They were up there. It was an enigma.
Did you agree with the posters?
Yeah, man. Honestly, they're all correct. They've been driving up the prices for too long now. There's been no consequence on the school. Something had to be done about it.
What do you think of the posters?
They were quite good for student-made posters. They looked like a teacher could have made them, maybe. Design student.
Were you aware of the Facebook page?
Oh, not at first, but then I saw people on their phones looking at it. There was 100 people on it.
What did you think of the posters that went up?
I found them very good. I quite liked because
It was very creative and unique, I think. Yeah. Very, very creative and unique.
Yeah,
I really
no.
like it. It was a good idea. It's a good idea.
And like the Soviet Union stuff, that was pretty sick.
Yeah, it was very sick.
Did you think they were over the top?
No.
No, I think it was very appropriate for the circumstances. I was gonna take the missus back to the shag pad.
No, I was gonna like protest with Will, and it was kind of weird. Only the little kids joined in, but like it was still pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I was also gonna protest, but I didn't end up getting down there.
No,
that
because
day.
you were just in Harper.
I was just in Harper.
Yeah.
I didn't end up getting down there, but I heard all about it and heard it was a good experience, and some teachers came along
Yeah.
and ruined it. So yeah, I think so.
Within the first day, the talk of the posters had spread across the school like wildfire. Everyone was speaking of it. Even some teachers knew of it.
Who did you think it was?
Out of everyone,
Yeah.
it was Will.
Yes, Will.
Will, yes, Will. I thought it was Will.
I think Will Barker was behind it, actually.
On May 2nd, at some time before 3 p.m, a Facebook page went up. This account was named after a poorly spelt version of the then headmaster, shown here. The Facebook quickly exploded. By the evening of May 2nd, over 97 people said they were either interested or going.
Well, originally intended as a funny joke, like sort of, there was supposed to be a joke or meme. I'd make 3 people laugh and then no one would care. But this movement was quickly growing out of control. Like, people were calling for riots. They were calling to shut down the tuck shop. I'm talking Molotov cocktail kind of bleep boys. It was pretty insane. Okay, yeah. And so in an attempt to control the message, I created the Instagram, but I may have got a bit caught up in the movement.
As we continued on to May 3rd, a new wave of posters came out with new designs. Joining the already numerous posters around the school, new variants would come out, becoming more and more extreme in nature. As the weekend progressed, further posts on both the Facebook and the Instagram would continue to agitate the masses. At approximately 2:50 p.m. on the afternoon of Tuesday on May 7th, Miss Strobel was asked to bring Mr. William into Mr. Senior's office.
I remember being called into Mr. Senior's office. It was quite scary. On the way there, I was terrified. My heart was racing so fast. I think I might have been shaking. I don't know. I remember walking to his office, and the walls were all lined with wood. It was quite fancy. I don't remember much from the interview. It just went by so fast. I thought there's no way this movement could come back from this. There's like, it's going to be destroyed forever, done for, done though. Like, the purge order had already happened as well the same day.
Earlier that day, Mr. Senior had executed the purge order. The relatively light-handed and laissez-faire policy with which the school had been going with ended. Executive authority had been given. By the end of Tuesday, all of the posters were turned down. At Assembly on May 8th, the next day, a speech was made about meaningful protests to the students of Grammar High School. Many doubtful the movement would come back from this. But something peculiar was about to happen. Taken on by the senior group, these posters were designed to continue the student fighting spirit, and with the protest literally a day away, all hell was about to break loose.
Oh, I remember we all went up to the house, and we were all gathering there, and we walked downstairs, and everyone's chanting, and because we all went down, and we went down from the common area, went down through to the tuck shop, and we were all chanting like what we want Chocky Milks, and then made our way around the corner, and then we got dispersed by teachers now telling us to go away, and we weren't allowed to stand near the tuck shop or anything because we were being a nuisance. And then I got pulled aside by one of the teachers and got pretty seriously questioned. It was pretty terrifying, I can't lie, but it was pretty funny, yeah.
What would you say of the size of the crowd?
It was pretty big for like a Facebook event type thing, like just posters around the school, and then it actually caught on and everyone actually went to the tuck shop and, you know, protested. I didn't actually think it would happen.
I remember delivering a speech before a crowd. It was pretty chaotic. There was like people yelling and chanting. There was one or two knives, I think. I don't know, it might have just been badges. It was just badges. I remember when my band got confiscated, and it worked surprisingly well. As soon as I had it taken off me, I no longer felt that sense of community and protection that those bands had offered to the protesters. It's what ended the protest, in my opinion.
I'm not sure what to think of this movement anymore. It wasn't supposed to be like this. It was just supposed to be a meme. And I got caught up in it all. I guess I should have expected this to happen.